It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Browns had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. Now, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. Inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Down, he's coming.
Now Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down, he's coming. At 54. At 31.
From the gun, here's Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
The Browns needed a true number 1 receiver when they dealt for Cooper, and he took on that role immediately. Over 1,100 yards and a career-best 9 touchdowns in 2022. Their now established top target picks up a first down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now receiver in motion left. On second and goal, here's the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns have regained the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now Jackson on second down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. To throw is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Set.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watson now to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Cleveland Browns.
Get it out, get it out.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10. At their own
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to
both these teams
Orlando,
getting a
where
chance
Jonathan
to dry
Coachman
out.
has our
Maybe
EA
change their
Sports
cleats if
halftime
need be.
report. Coach.
But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Open man is Duvernay.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Chubb running right. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Watson on first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that... not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Down to about the 32.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Watson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson.
Open man downfield is Duvernay. Off to the races. Now he's free up the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
88 yards.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and they're going to make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Watson.
2nd and 6.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants, so the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2-up? Never been a Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2-up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. God Gotta get respect from my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back.